So we got every rare space event that we'll actually see before we die. Wow, okay.
These dates.
Okay. Wait, we can actually see these.
Usually we look up at the night sky and see an absolutely still, peaceful picture. It feels like the universe has hit pause. But that's a grand illusion. Right now, for example, an asteroid the size of a
holy editing, bro,
hurtling towards us at breakneck speed. In a neighboring constellation, a dead star has reached critical mass and is about to light up the sky with a thermonuclear explosion. Meanwhile, our very own moon is about to take a brutal hit, and we'll watch the flash in real time.
Wait,
the
what?
Craziest part, these main shows won't happen in some abstract future, but right within our lifetimes. To see the first one, you won't even have to wait decades or even years, because it's happening right now in 2026.
Nah, no way.
If you look at the constellation Corona Borealis, you'll see a bright new star.
I know where that's at, right?
Almost as bright as Polaris, even though just yesterday there was no visible star there at all. It seems like the night sky has simply been adorned with another bright little dot. But don't let that fool
is this a nebula exploding?
Hidden behind this steady light is the epicenter of a colossal catastrophe. In the T Corona Borealis system, a super dense little white dwarf orbits in tandem with a massive red giant. They're so close to each other that for decades, the dwarf's gravity has been siphoning off its neighbor's gas. All this hydrogen accumulates on the dwarf's surface. Temperature and pressure build up until they reach a critical point. The outcome is predictable.
So it's just feeding off of the star. Oh, that's crazy.
Nuclear explosion. What looks from Earth like a mere twinkling little star is actually an expanding wall of plasma.
So I can go outside right now. Well, it's daytime, but I can go outside in the nighttime and see that, bro. That's actually crazy.
But here's the most fascinating part. The explosion itself occurred 3,000 years ago. It took that light all this time to cross the void and reach us here today. Soon, this light will fade, and the dwarf will go back to doing its...
So this thing already happened 3,000 years ago, bro? Nah, that's insane, bro.
But cosmic events...
We really living in, like, the future / past.
...will descend upon Earth in broad daylight in August 2027.
Wait, what?
The sun will go out.
Huh?
It sounds like a regular solar eclipse, an amusing astronomical trick lasting a couple of minutes. But this time, the mechanics of the cosmos will align with eerie perfection. The sun will go out for an incredible 6 minutes and 20 seconds.
6 minutes, bro?
It'll be the longest remaining total eclipse of the entire century.
Okay, but is it actually gonna pass Texas? Like, brother, last time we couldn't even see that, bro.
The moon will approach the Earth to its closest possible distance.
Like, I'm trying to see something, bro. The last eclipses I couldn't see.
The Earth will move away from the sun to its farthest.
Because it's always hitting Africa or like Asia or Germany, like, bro, like.
As a result,
like, come on, bro.
The giant lunar disk will easily cover up our tiny star.
No, that's crazy though.
Such a perfect alignment of orbits is an incredible rarity. Pitch black shadow, nearly 300 kilometers.
There we go. See, there we go. We ain't gonna see it. Like,
will slice across the planet from southern Spain to Yemen. It'll plunge.
I mean, what did I tell? Why is it always the EU? Why do they always get the eclipses, and we never? Like, NA doesn't get the eclipse. Like, bro.
Will slice across the planet from southern Spain to Yemen.
We can't even see this one. So he lied to us. He really did.
And sweep directly over Mecca. What's more, the shadow will race across the planet at a terrifying speed of around 2,500 kilometers per hour.
What did I just say? Africa. They get the eclipse. Well, Egypt, Saudi Arabia.
You couldn't outrun this darkness even on a Boeing passenger jet.
No, that's crazy though, right there.
But 6 minutes later, light will return. Of course, As eerie as an eclipse might seem, it's an entirely and completely safe phenomenon.
Yeah.
One that astronomers can predict.
Yo,
down
thanks for the
to
follow, bro. I
second.
appreciate
The
that.
problem is, there are things in space whose orbits are much more difficult to predict.
Yeah.
Just a year and a half later, in April of 2029, an asteroid the size of a skyscraper will approach the Earth. And it's heading straight into our satellite zone. April 13th, 2029. Apophis,
What?
an asteroid the size of the Empire State Building, will fly by Earth. In the early 2000s, astronomers
If we get wiped out by this asteroid, bro, you heard it here first. Like, this is just
seriously considered the chance of
there's no
colliding
way,
with our
bro.
planet. An impact of that force would wipe an entire continent off the face of the planet. But then,
Wow.
thankfully, the calculations were refined. There will be no collision. But it'll pass at a
okay.
distance of just 32,000
So,
kilometers.
will we be
That's
able to
12
see
times
this?
Closer than the moon. Apophis will dive even closer than our ring of weather and communication satellites that are flying around up there orbiting the Earth. And
Nah,
amazingly,
that's
in
crazy.
Europe and Africa, you'll be able to see
What again? Europe and Africa. Man, we can never see nothing in
just
NA,
by
bro.
looking up, a glowing dot sliding rapidly across the night sky. At the moment of closest approach, Apophis won't
Man, I'm just
fly
mad. Like,
by.
we can't even see
Earth
none
is
of
a
this, bro.
gravitational heavyweight. When the asteroid enters our zone of influence,
Gonna
the planet's
slingshot?
tidal forces will literally begin tearing it apart. Gravity will pull on the near side of Apophis much harder than on the far side. This will trigger massive asteroid quakes, or should we call them Apophis quakes? Anyway, Earth will warp the shape of this rock as well as alter
that's crazy.
its rotation and permanently rewrite its orbit. But objects without Earth's immense mass and lacking a dense atmosphere don't stand a chance.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what our moon is going to experience firsthand
Oh, no.
in 2032.
Is
For
it
months,
like,
astronomers
it's actually gonna get hit
monitored the
again?
asteroid 2024 YR4. The probability of this 60-meter wide rock crashing into the moon in December 2032 was 4.3%. For orbital mechanics, that's a critical threat level. The moon has no dense atmosphere to tear the object apart.
True.
A rock weighing hundreds of thousands of tons would slam into the surface at full speed. The
Hold on.
explosion's energy would be around 15 megatons, hundreds of times more powerful than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima. The blast would kick up a
Dang.
cloud of debris that could be fatal to lunar orbiting satellites. New radar data from ground-based observatories have allowed us to rewrite the trajectory. The impact is canceled. Unfortunately, in my opinion, because that would have been so cool. In December 2032,
I mean, yeah, that would have been cool, I
asteroid
guess.
missed the moon by a mere 21,000
Wow.
kilometers. By cosmic standards,
Okay, so why is it so crazy that it's like they rewrite calculations? Is it harder to actually hit the moon than it is to miss it? Is that the thing? Or is it easier for a random object, for true pure randomness, to actually hit the moon? Like, I don't know.
that's just a
that's
hair's
crazy.
breadth away.
Maybe it's
But
just
orbital mechanics do work flawlessly. There will be
it's
no
just so
collision.
rare where
We
it's
can
like
calmly and sadly watch the rock fly back away into the darkness. But as it fades away, the night sky is already thankfully preparing an entirely different, this time incredibly bright spectacle for us.
ooh, dang.
On this day, you'll look up and see a blood-red giant dominating the sky. It'll shine so
Really?
incredibly
Ooh.
brightly that it'll start casting its own shadows on Earth. It might seem
What?
like a supernova exploded out there in space somewhere, or some other mysterious threat is heading our way. But there's no need to panic. It's our neighbor, Mars, deciding to
What?
break with the usual distance and get up close and personal with the Earth. Normally, Mars hangs out about 225 million kilometers away from us, sometimes retreating
hell?
as far as 400 million. But
What is
this time,
Mars doing,
it'll
bro?
reach the closest point to the sun in its orbit right as the Earth flies directly between them. The
Wait.
distance will shrink fourfold, collapsing to a mere 55.9
So we're actually lining up with Mars.
million kilometers. In cosmic terms, that's practically just an arm's length away. This will be the
Wow.
historical record of the century. The last time Mars came this close was back in 2003.
Oh, man, come on, bro. Really?
August
I thought this would be
2050,
like
you won't need billion-dollar
the 17th century or something.
Through the cheapest of amateur telescopes, you won't just see a tiny little red dot, but the whole
Wow.
shebang. The angry red planet in all its glory, complete with its ice caps and global dust storms.
That's crazy.
This close encounter with Mars will
Probably
be the
send
main
people.
astronomical event of 2050. But 11 years later, the sky will present us with another epic comeback, one humanity has been waiting for over
Halley's
half a
Comet?
century. Can you guess? Yeah, that's right.
Halley's.
Comet. In
Man,
the
that's crazy. This comment, I swear to God, is like so
2061, Halley's Comet will appear again in the night
so
sky.
famous.
And this ain't just any old flying chunk of ice. It's the first comet in history to prove the universe runs on a very strict schedule. So
True.
why and how did it
True.
become the most famous comet in history? Well, in this case at least, size really isn't that important. It became famous because it helped humanity stop fearing the heavens. Until the 18th century,
It was
comets were
always like
considered
just
harbingers of the apocalypse. They appeared out of nowhere and sowed panic in the streets. But astronomer Edmund Halley destroyed that fear with math.
W.
That's right. He proved that these objects that had so terrified Europeans for centuries, they weren't
And it's always Europeans. Like, bro,
different
what?
omens of doom, but the very same rocks returning again and again on a clockwork
There gotta be a
schedule.
theory against
Halley's
that,
Comet,
bro.
tethered to the sun by an invisible gravitational chain, comes for a return visit every 76 years. By the
Dang,
way,
76
it's the only
years.
comet that a human being has the chance of seeing twice in their lifetime. During its
Wow.
last visit in 1986, it was
1986, bro. Chat, our viewers, were y'all alive? Let me know. Let me know if y'all were alive to see that, bro.
disappointing. Earth and the comet were unfortunately on opposite sides of the sun
Oh.
on that pass, at a massive distance from each other. So
Oh.
for most people on Earth, the legendary comet looked like a tiny, blurry little gray smudge. People
Oh,
had run out and bought binoculars in droves, but even then, seeing anything impressive was difficult, to put it mildly.
oh,
But in July 2061, orbital mechanics will give us
2061.
some
Ah,
payback. We'll be on the same side of our star at the perfect distance. We'll finally be able to see that magnificently bright tail in all its glory. By the way, that tail is actually the comet boiling alive. As it approaches the sun, this 15-kilometer wide chunk of dirty ice will be roasting in the vacuum of space. It'll shed millions of tons of matter, fly past us, and dive back into the darkness until 2134.
20
It'll leave behind
God.
nothing but a long trail of dust. So, Halley's Comet is a quiet, predictable show, just ice melting in the void. But for the next item on our calendar,
I guess.
we'll switch genres to something that will show us true primal fury.
I wonder if we're ever gonna see like a supernova, like bang, like, you know?
In 2083,
Like, why can't we get, like, a
new
cool
star
night
will
sky like
suddenly
that?
Flare up there in the skies above the Earth.
That'd
It'll
be
appear
cool.
out of
That'd be
nowhere
really
and
cool,
In a matter
but-
of days, become the
Like,
brightest
it probably already happened, but the light just hasn't reached us yet, you know?
point in the night sky, outshining
This is cool,
Sirius
though.
and Venus. For a few weeks, this light will alter the familiar pattern of the constellations. You might think it's a supernova, the death throes of a giant star. But this isn't
But
the
how
death
come we
of
never
one
seen a
star.
supernova?
No, this is the catastrophic head-on collision between two. Right now,
Oh.
the V Sagittarius system is a pair of dim stars locked in a gravitational death grip. A dead
Wow.
white dwarf is literally sucking the plasma out of its
How does that
neighbor.
happen,
Because
bro?
of this, they're rapidly losing orbital speed, and spiraling towards each other. This is going to be so cool. In 2083, the distance between them will drop to 0. The white
Oh,
dwarf
they really
will
just gonna
plunge
like
into the core
bang.
of its neighbor. This isn't just a collision, it's a fatal merger that will trigger a ginormous thermonuclear explosion.
Supernova?
Eventually, the glow will gradually fade, leaving behind one star instead of 2.
Oh
This
wow, it
is the
just eats
largest
it.
catastrophe
What?
of our century that we'll be able to see with our naked eye, or hopefully you have 2. But even this merger of 2 stars pales in comparison.
Yo, bro, thanks for
to
the
the
follow,
event
bro.
awaiting us
Appreciate
next.
that.
I can't talk. I'll call you in 5 minutes. In March
You know, I really do hate when that happens too.
2092, those who point their telescopes at Jupiter will see something unthinkable. The planet's 4 largest moons will disappear, merging into a single gleaming point. After the thermonuclear explosion of V Sagitti, you might think we're going to witness another massive cosmic collision. But this
Alright,
time,
surprise
we
me, bro.
catastrophes.
Let's see.
This will be the universe gifting
Wait.
us with a mathematically perfect optical illusion. Io, Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto orbit Jupiter on the same plane. In 2092, Earth will pass perfectly through the plane of their orbits. Orbital rhythms will align in an exceedingly rare parade. Some of the moons will pass directly in front of Jupiter's disk, blending into its clouds, while the others will vanish into the giant black shadow behind the planet.
Wait.
Even better, the moons will begin to eclipse one another. Massive Ganymede will cast its shadow directly onto the ice of Europa, blocking its light
What?
for the earthly observer. This deceptive geometry will only last a couple of hours. Then the moons will emerge from the shadows and the Jupiter system will return to its usual state.
That was crazy.
We might
That's
actually
crazy.
witness with fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. I feel you. I feel you. When you trying to get in that flow state and then just like
There are
bang, bang,
events
bang. I feel you, bro.
motion,
I feel that.
some unfolding slowly. Some
I throw my phone on the bed, bro. I don't even keep my phone near me.
Lifetimes. The sky is not static. It's a timeline, and it's.
I like this video,
All
bro.
it asks is that we remember to glance.
I like this. I like this. I like this
By
a
the
lot.
way, if you're enjoying this new format, I'd be absolutely delighted if you subscribed. Turn on notifications. Drop a
Oh
like,
yeah,
and of
this guy's a
course,
classic.
let me know what you think
This guy's
in the
literally a
comments.
classic, bro.
Your support really does motivate me to keep creating and to keep making these videos better. See you. in the next
Honestly, W video. Yeah, we're gonna keep it rolling though. That was very interesting, very formal. Now we might do something scary though. We might do some scary.